Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. Hello. Now, yesterday I was on here for about 40 minutes. You kept asking me questions, and I don't mind the questions. I don't mean to take up 40 minutes of your time when I come on here. But let me put the instructions on here. Tell me where you watching from and tell me what's in your cup. I see we got somebody on here. I'm going to pin that. Hey, 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 hey. I don't know who you are because you haven't said hey, but I see I want somebody on here. So I'm going to wait a couple of minutes. Hey, lemon, ginger, honey, turmeric, and black pepper, and some tea. Is that what you? Okay, okay. Michelle done got exotic. I did the medicine ball again because this is where I am. We are still in the big city of my hometown of Condoleezza, Arkansas. I am spending the winter weather days with my mother. I did that on purpose. Didn't want her to be by herself. And maybe I was meeting my mom. Excuse me, that was ugly. Um, so in my cup, I have peach, mint, lemon ginger, honey, and I did not know that honey and lemon juice. And baby, it is still boiling hot, but it's good. So, so, yesterday, cheers. Now, are you drinking that, Michelle, because you are trying to ward something off, or is that just the combination that you chose today? Mm, I meant to tag some people because oops, that's me. There we go. That's me. At 4:35 in 2 minutes, I'm gonna start. And I am going to ask you to tag. Oh, you done your two resisting. Okay, so you're strengthening up your immune system. Okay, that's good. That is good. That is good. Evangelize your role. Evangelize your role. And I got one more minute, and we will be heading on down the road of forgiveness. Well, I don't even have one more minute because there goes 5 minutes right there. Okay, boom. And once again, this is Karen Booth. This is Tea and Truth. And we are coming. live to you from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. What's in your bag coaching? I am the baggage handler, and I help you handle the baggage that is settled in your soul bag, whether it's unforgiveness or confidence or pride or fear, any of those things, you can talk to me about it. And so what we do every day at 4:30, unless otherwise posted, or I forget because life, like I did last week. Um, what we do every day at 4:30 is have a little tea time where we talk about a quick unforgiveness subject. One of the uh, many ways that unforgiveness can impact our lives. That's what we do every day. And so today, mhm, and so today, I am I'm continuing the segment on how unforgiveness uh, impacts your decision. So, yesterday we talked about how unresolved unforgiveness causes you to set up all these defenses and causes you to set up all these spaces of self protection rather than letting God protect you and handle the issue and help you with the unforgiveness, and how that can impact your confidence, how it can impact your actual the life and the plans that God has for you, because God might have you going somewhere where there's a person where you might have out with, but you need to forgive that person, not so that y'all can be best buddies, but just so you can have the life that God has for you. And so, what we're going to do today is talk about briefly making decisions from a place of peace. The place of peace comes when you allow uh, forgiveness, when you make the choice to allow forgiveness to be a part of your life. Um, Today's talk is not about regretting a decision. Today's talk is not about punishing yourself for making the decision that you made with whatever information, with whatever emotions that you had at the time. We're just talking about getting realigned, okay? Getting realigned with what God would have for you to do. So, peace creates better decisions than emotional clarity. I know that sounds crazy, but listen here. Emotional clarity says you know how you feel. You are clear about your emotions. Mhm. Being clear about your emotions is not necessarily helpful. Being clear about being mad, being clear about uh, you think this person is XYZ. Mm-mm, mm-mm, because they did something to you. Being clear about your emotions, I mean, that's great, I guess, as opposed to being unclear. But peace is where you want to make your decisions from. Because if you're making your decisions from a place of emotional clarity, which says, I'm going to tell them how I feel, I'm going to get this off my chest. I made this decision because that, the other. Now I'm not putting in for that job because that heifer over there. Do discernment says, perhaps this is not the right timing for this. Perhaps I need to incorporate some other things in my schedule, in my day, in my life. Perhaps I need to move this way. And you feel settled about it. Not you're settling for it, but you feel settled and at rest about making the decision. You're not making the decision based on, I got to protect myself and I'm going to protect my peace and I'm going to take care of me and mine and I'm going to move in silence because both decisions create boundaries and create space, but only discernment versus defense. leaves room for God, right? So consider Colossians 3:15. Let the peace of Christ rule your hearts, since as members of one body, you were called to peace and being thankful. Okay? So you want to always do things from a position of peace. Decisions rooted in peace do not require constant explanation, validation, or urgency. When you have made a decision based on peace, you can just say, I made this decision because I know it's the right thing for me to do at this time. I made this decision because I prayed. I made this decision um, because this is what I wanted to do. I made this decision because I feel led. I made this decision. All of those places, peaceful. A decision made from a place of defense. You got to go to 19 different people and be like, what do you think about this decision? Because you need validation, because you need for somebody else to say that your decision was okay. You need to make this decision real fast. I need to know now. That's not peaceful. Decisions made from peace feel quietly settled rather than emotionally charged. What forgiveness does in this whole process, forgiveness changes your heart posture. Forgiveness, the choice to not, because see, forgiveness is all about release of the other person, it's all of the other entity. It is about release of your feelings being in the driver's seat. Y'all, please don't let your feelings have the driver's seat because your emotions always impact your behavior, and your behavior always impacts and influences your results. So you don't want to make a decision from a place of emotions that are hot and high. So forgiveness repositions your heart. Forgiveness says, I'm not going to let my feelings be negatively impacted, be all over the place because of how I feel about what this person did. Forgiveness says I release the need for them. It is not worth it, Michelle. Forgiveness says I release the need to get it off my chest. I release the need to for all that. I release that need. Okay? It repositions your heart. It gives your heart space to heal, and it gives God a chance to work on you, so that when you do make a decision, when you step back and you breathe and you process through all these emotions you're so clear on, and you look at the situation from a settled, at rest mind, where you can write the pros on one side and the cons on the other side and say, this is the decision that is best for me based on this evidence and not on these emotions. Then you have made a decision that you can be assured of, that you don't have to walk in defense of. You can be assured that you don't need validation from outside sources of your decision, because you're not making this hot-headed, ill-advised, unthought about, from a place of self-protection and self-preservation. That's really never a good place to make a decision from. I'm gonna take care of me, so I'm gonna make this decision. That's not a good place to make a decision from if you're a believer. Okay? Psalm 37:7 says, be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Snow days are a good day to be still before the Lord and wait patiently before him. I have gotten so much clarity the past 3 or 4 days because everything has been tamped down. I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about work. I don't have to, and work. I have a good job. But I don't have to worry about getting there. I don't have to worry about being there. I don't have to worry about navigating my schedule around. We're not having choir rehearsal tonight because so that tamps down the volume for the night. So I don't have to worry about what I got to eat before I go to rehearsal, or maybe I shouldn't eat before I go to rehearsal because I'll be heavy before I go sing, and then come home halftime. I'm gonna take a nap and then I'm gonna make a decision. I have been able to actually consider a lot of things for the whole of 2026 in these past 4 days because I've been still. I've been still and I have listened to what the Lord has to say to me. I have been still and listen, I have time in the morning where I talk to Him. I have my morning time on a regular non-snow, go to work or do whatever my regular thing is day. I have my time in the morning. I do. But it's something about some ongoing quiet time to sit and listen and hear him say, this is what I need you to do. This is where we're going with it. Perfect quiet time for that. Perfect quiet time for all the things that he says, Karen, I want you to do this. Karen, I want you to do that. Karen, I want you to do the other. So I said all that to say is that when you be still and wait on the Lord, even if you have to say, okay, on my regular scheduled life days, this hour is the time that I'm going to sit for 1 hour and listen to the Lord and listen for the Lord. Because humility says is the thought that I can't do anything without God. That that's how you function in your life. Wisdom is if you have a spades hand and you see you got 10 out of the 13 trumps and you still say, God, what would you do with this hand? No, you looking at your hand. No, you can run the table. And you still say, God, what to do? Which one to play first? It's what God would do with what you got going on. Because he knows what he wants to have going on with you. You see the difference in making a decision from that place as opposed to the place of unforgiveness and hurt, and we gonna take care of ourselves. Different place, different space. So your freedom reflection for today. What would I choose if offense was no longer in the driver's seat? What would I choose if I wasn't walking around here still angry at what they did to me? And also, freedom reflection. What decisions have I made from a place of unpeacefulness that I might need to go back and revisit? Because guess what? You can always change. You can always change. Some decisions were made to survive. Others were meant to help you live. Forgiveness allows peace and not pain to become the decision maker. All right, y'all. Listen. Starting next month, which is like a week away, I will be offering classes for like $20. It's gonna be the forgiveness essentials class. It's gonna be the forgiveness essentials class. It's a 1 hour session where we talk about forgiveness. We ask questions, and you can learn about how forgiveness works more intimately. And then from there, if you want to go on and do some more coaching with me, that's the time to jump off into this one-on-one thing that I got going on. So y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Do me a favor, those of you that are here, like the broadcast, tag 2 friends, and share the broadcast where you have places to share. And when you come in on my Mighty Replay crew, tell me what you got in your cup while you're listening. All right. Yeah, listen here. That was Tea and Truth for today. That was Tea and Truth for today. Guess what? The Lord say the same. I'll be here tomorrow, same bad time, same bad channel, 4:30 for Tea and Truth. Tell a friend, tell a neighbor. See y'all tomorrow.